Everything. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm here. Just got a really great show for you guys this morning. I was so caught up in getting ready for this show. I was like, oh my gosh, it's time to go live. I'm back. I know we didn't have a show last week. Hold on. Let me open the door. Hey, you guys on Instagram, I'm here. The show is happening. Y'all, I was so caught up in getting ready for today's show that I lost track of time. I was trying to get everything in order. Y'all, when I tell y'all I have got a show for you today, I have got stories for you today. I am so glad that you're here. Let's make sure that we are live on Facebook and make sure nobody is missing this goodness, this time that we're going to have today, because today's tap-in, they're all really great tap-ins, right? I might be biased, but I'm just saying they're all really great tap-ins. But boop. Okay, great. Got to make sure I can see you all's comments over on Facebook. Hey, great. I want to see the comments as they're coming in on Facebook. Fantastic. Let me make sure we're live on Instagram. Who's in the room? Oh, they're here. Y'all, when I tell you all about the trip that I have had this week, last week at NABJ, I've just got some good stuff for y'all today. So a good morning. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Tap-In. I am your host, Shamika Cotton, here to give you some uplifting stories. We're going to set some intentions, and then we're going to do a little bit of journaling. So I'm going to give you a moment. Okay. I'm going to give you a moment to go get your journals in a second. But I want to tell you who today's episode is for. Let me put on my glasses. I got a little script here, y'all. Okay. When I tell you Saturday Morning Tap-In is a movement, it's a movement and it's a moving train in my life. It is continuing to grow and evolve, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm so grateful that you all are here. So if you ever have had an idea that you are trying to bring into reality, but you just need a little push of encouragement, then this one is for you. Today's episode is for you. If you've been navigating a season of uncertainty, right? Maybe you're feeling like you're in the wrong room in life, or things aren't lining up the way you planned, then guess what? Today's Saturday Morning Tap-In is for you. Or maybe you're someone who just loves hearing stories about community, stories about connection, and just a touch of divine timing, and how that divine timing can lead to blessings you never saw coming. Then you are in the right place at the right time today. So let's go ahead, get ready to tap in, and let's get this Saturday Morning Tap-In show started. My TikTok niece, Soraya, is asking for, where's our theme song music? Well, here it is. Let's tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah,
that's for you, Soraya James. We're tapping in. Are y'all ready for today? I miss you too, Soraya. Good morning. Ashley Nicole is in the building. We got Reese in the building. We got some more Casey in the building. And we're tapping in. Yeah. Y'all, am I pumped up? Have I missed you guys or what? Did you guys miss me? Okay, you did? Okay, very good. Let me see what's happening over here on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, put a comment in the chat so I can make sure I can see you guys. I want to make sure I see what's happening over here on Facebook. Why does it look like? Let's see, we got Soraya's on YouTube and TikTok. She says, I want to get in on every platform that you're on. Okay, she's going to tap in on every platform. I ain't mad at you because I got some good stuff for you. You know, saying jam. Lighting my candle. Getting it ready, okay? Setting the mood. Yeah, Soraya says, you know I miss. If don't nobody else miss me, I know my TikTok niece, Soraya Jane, missed me. Yes. Thank you some more to I love how you're over there chatting with each other, welcoming each other. I got my series in the building. My series regulars. Series regular. Here I say series queen. I see that over you. Series regular. Brief in the building. I see that over you. Okay? Yes. Don't forget, if you are new here, we have a Facebook community that you can join.
If you want to be on top, yeah.
If you want to be on top, okay? You can join our Facebook group, Saturday Morning Tap-In. We keep the community filled with inspiring stories and community just for us to continue to stay inspired throughout the week. Turn on my AC, y'all, because I'm pumped up. And I'm getting a little, I'm so pumped up. I'm getting hot over here. Y'all, summer is summering. How is your summer going, y'all? The kids are about to be back in school. How's your summer been? And if we have any new people in the building, go ahead. Say hi. Say I'm new here. And all of my series regulars will join you. Unique says, is there music playing? Yes, there's music. You don't hear Soraya Jane? You hear the music? Is it too loud? So Soraya says she's not in school yet, so you got a couple more weeks or days before that. Steven, do you guys hear the music? Let me know. Because Unique is saying, is there music? And there is. So Soraya, here's it. Unique, let me know that you got the song because we need this. It's our theme song. Be ready to tap in. We're going to get crunk with it. Tap in. Okay, I'm here all day, folks. Well, no, I'm just here for an hour, and then I've got work to do. Now, I've got this really great mic that I've been using. Okay, Shamika, get the show started. Take the music down. Unique, the music is going out. Bam. Music is out now, Unique. So don't worry, it's just me now, y'all. So I'm pumped up. I'm so glad to be back with you all this week. I missed you guys last week, but let me tell you, I was up to good shenanigans last week at the National Association for Black Journalists convention that happened in Cleveland, my hometown. And so it was just really great. I had a wonderful time spending time with my family and then having a chance to conduct business. That's what I did last week. But before we get started, let's just take a moment, if you guys will hold this space with me, saying, Shamika, if you don't breathe, Soraya, Jane, if you don't breathe, some more 2K3, if you don't breathe. So let's take this opportunity to take some nice collective inhales. We're going to go ahead and do 3 of them 3 times for the subconscious mind. We're going to just start with getting ourselves grounded in this moment, knowing that we are in the right place at the right time, that there is something good and powerful about this moment that has been intended for each and every person here today, or whether they are watching or whether you are watching the recording. So right now, let's just go ahead and take that collective empowering inhale. We inhale and exhale. And as we allow ourselves to relax more fully into this moment, connecting our hearts and our minds with the intention that has been set in this space. Do y'all know that I set the atmosphere before y'all even walk in here, before y'all even tune into here? I've already set the atmosphere and consecrated it for our good. All right. So let's take another collective inhale to open ourselves to be open and receptive and receive our good. We inhale and we exhale. And let's take our third collective inhale as we allow ourselves to open up more, to relax more, to hear more, to be transformed more deeply. We inhale. And we exhale. Woo! That was good. Was it good to you? Was it good to you? Okay, you guys. What's up, cousin Sierra? I miss you too. I was staying at my cousin's house last week. Driver JD21, everybody on Instagram, love on Driver JD21. They are new here, and we are so glad that you are here. What are you driving, JD21? Are you in trucking and transportation? Just curious, because my family, we also are a family of drivers. So I'm just curious to know if that is what you do as well. But you guys go ahead on Instagram, send some love to Driver JD21. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how we love on each other here. All right. Oh, see, I'm putting it up on the screen. Soraya, Soraya Jane, don't be trying to make me cry on here because I feel a tear percolating. Soraya says, my safe space is being here with you. All right, get it together. And I'm so glad to be able to hold this safe space for you, Soraya, because you are really something special and you deserve a safe space to be and blossom and shine. So I'm so grateful that you are here. All right. Facebook. What's happening on Facebook? Hold on, you guys. You're going to get a little bit of reverb happening right now because I want to make sure I'm getting my. All right. Okay. Well, okay. It says no comments yet. Shamika, calm down. All right. So before we get started, I want to share some videos with you. But before we do that, let's do what we know we do every week, right? Every week. This is what we do, especially for our new people. All right. What we do here is first, we're going to go ahead, JD, and we are going to pick a number. Let me get my paper together so you guys can pick a number. One moment. Let me get a piece of paper ready for you guys. We're picking a number between, and I got to make sure I don't say the number when I'm writing it. I don't know. I'm always nervous about that. Okay, here we go. We're picking a number between, now pay attention, 100 and 200. A number between 100 and 200. Whoever gets the number or gets closest to the number is who is going to pick our journal prompt for today. We are still working our way through the book, 100 Days of Gratefulness, right? At the toward the end of the show, for those who are new here, we set the timer for 10 minutes and 10 seconds, and we engage in a little bit of journaling. Soraya Jane, between 100 and 200. All right, try again, my love. Try again, my love. All right, pick that number. So whoever gets the number or gets closest to that number is who is going to pick our journal prompt for today. Let me go ahead and get the journal prompt for y'all done threw me off. Y'all okay. It's just so funny. I'll tell you guys why I was laughing. I'll tell you guys in a second. All right, so let me go ahead. All right, so Soraya put in 103. Over here on Instagram, Vera of A-Rev Studio says 111. Ashley, 143. Samora, 2K3, 141. Sierra, 198. All right, I want you guys to keep those numbers coming in because we're going to pick them at the top of the show. No. I'm going to wait to the end because I like to be surprised. So what normally happens for those who are new here, by the time we get to the end of the show and we pick the journal prompt, somehow the journal prompt relates to what we're talking about. So I want to see if that magic happens in today's show. So stick around to the end, okay? If you put a number in the chat, I'm going to need you to stick around to the end so you can select the journal prompt, all right? So keep those numbers coming in. And great. So A-Rev Studio says, just want to say hello. I'm on set this morning. Hopefully I'll see you next time in Cleveland. Okay, you're on set. All right, but stay tuned if you can. That would be awesome. Let's see. Divine Queen LLC 80. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. Welcome. Oh, actually, we can do it right now. We'll pick the number, but I won't look at what it is. We'll do that because I don't want to lose anyone. All right. So has everyone put their number in for today? Has everyone put their number in? You have just a couple more seconds to put your number in the chat. All right. I'm going to pull up this screen. I'm going to tell you who is going to be picking a number off the screen. All right. Let's go to here. Let's share my screen. All right. This is the first person that is selecting something today. All right. So the person that got the number or was closest to it was, all right, are y'all ready? We got all the numbers in. The number was 111. That would be Vera. She hit the nail on the head. That is why I was cracking up because I was like, did she not just clock the number? Vera, go ahead, look on the screen and pick one of the numbers that are not grayed out right now. And that will be our journal prompt for today. I'm not going to look at it to see what it is, but we'll find out what it is when we get to the journaling portion. So Vera, I hope you're still here. Pick a number on the screen, a one that is preferably not grayed out. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys to see. We only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more numbers available, right? 8, 20, 26, 28, 29. Vera, what number you gonna select, my love? What number? Hopefully you are still here. Just want to go ahead and get that ready. While we're waiting for Vera to pick a number on the screen, the next thing that we like to do here, JD, is we like to set intentions. So what intentions would you all like to set for today? When you think about the day ahead or the week ahead, or you think about the week you had, what intention do you want to bring to the day ahead or the week ahead? Or what intention do you think about the week you had? Like, man, if only I would have activated that intention, my week would have been a little different. Hey, let's activate that intention right now in today's Saturday morning tap in. So go ahead, put that intention in the chat so we can go ahead and get that intention for later in the program. All right. Is Vera still here? And if it's not Vera, we will have to go to the next number. We're going to go to the next number if you are not still here. Because I believe I've had it up for enough time to accommodate for the lag. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to check on Facebook to see if anybody on Facebook got it. Nope, nobody on Facebook. All right. Okay, so I am going to go to the next person, but just got to shout out Vera for clocking my number. Samora 2K3 is my producer and always kind of picks a number. I think I want to pick someone who hasn't had a chance, or else the next number would be you. Stephen, Ashley Nicole is next at 143. Ashley Nicole, pick a number off the screen, my love. And so while we're waiting for Ashley Nicole to pick a number off the screen, Soraya asks a really wonderful question. An intention is, she says, what are intentions? Intentions are things, or how can I express it? Intentions are things like, I want to have a day where there is joy, right? So say you're having a day and maybe you're not feeling so happy or enthused. So you would want to set the intention for joy because you want to bring more joy in your life, right? Intentions are powerful ways in which we are able to create purpose and to set the tone or the energy for our day, right? Maybe you know that you're going to be walking into an environment that is a little bit chaotic, right? You may have a project going on and it's a little out of order. So then you would set the intention for order. I want to set the intention for order. All right. Y'all start putting some intentions in the chat so Soraya can understand more about what intentions are. And feel free to add to the chat. What are intentions for you? How do you define intentions? Let's help our baby girl TikTok niece Soraya Jane have a deeper understanding of what intentions are. Ashley Nicole, got it. Number 28. Let me just write that down for the journal prompt. That's what we'll be picking up out of the book. I won't look at it just yet. Okay, so that's Ashley Nicole. Great. All right, so stop sharing that screen. So yes, there you go. Yes, yes, yes. Soraya says, okay, now that she knows that, her intention is to have an awesome day. That is an intention. I'm setting the intention. I'm sending out that energy and that vibration and that request to say, God, I want to have an awesome day today. Okay, that's my intention. Yes. How do you intend to spend your day? How do you intend to spend the currency of time in your day today? All right. Soraya says, man, I love that name. She's talking Soraya Jane. Yes, that's my special name for you. So we have awesome day. I'm just writing them down for Soraya Jane. Who else we got? Ashley Nicole says, focus. enjoy. Soraya Jane. So Ashley Nicole added focus and joy. We know that you and I both need focus. So that's so awesome that Ashley Nicole added that. Sierra Boss Lady, my cousin, said, my intentions are to love my family and keep positive energy. Love my family, and keep positive energy. All right. What intentions do you all want to set today? Feel free to keep those coming into the chat, and we'll be sure to add them to our intention setting part of the show. All right. So before we get into today's story, and boy, do I have a story for you all today, I want to share a couple clips that I shared on my Instagram channels, on TikTok, that were a part of my journey this past week at NABJ. So I'm going to just share a couple of clips. Some of you may have already seen these clips, but for those who have not seen the clips, I want you guys to just check them out, and then we will definitely have a story to share. All right, so stand by for the first clip. I hope this is the right clip. Where is this? Is it? I hope this is the one. Nope, that's not it. This is the clip. No, that's not the clip. Is this the, oh, we got to scroll down somewhere. Is there more? Is there more? Is there more? Is there more? Let's see. How is that up on the screen? Okay, give me 1 second. This is why I cannot wait for my interns. I can't wait to have interns to be able to help me run this show. They're coming. They're coming. Okay, fantastic. Let's just get this over here. This will be a lot easier to do it over here. Stand by. And don't forget, keep having those intentions coming in, because we are going to set those intentions. And even after today's show, you may discover that you want to set another intention. So yes. Soraya over on YouTube says she misses you as well. She says, can you tell cousin I miss her? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Stand by for the first clip. Here we go.
This visual of me going down here looking for these interns for the program. And I was thinking about the movie The Color Purple. Remember that lady that went up to Sophia and said, you want to come work for me? And she was like, hell no. I feel like that would, y'all want to come work for me? But I need them to say, yes, I'm excited. But no, seriously, I was cracking myself up thinking like, you want to come work for 1010? Okay, y'all, let me get serious. Let me go on down here and find these interns, okay? Continue this networking party because, yeah, it's a great time. All right. I'll see y'all down there on the exhibit floor, okay? Talented college students, I'm looking for you. 1010 is looking for you. All right, here we go.
All right, so that's one clip. So that was me at NABJ. So as you know, NABJ stands for the National Association of Black Journalists. And a lot of times people are asking me, well, what are you doing here? Are you in journalism? And my answer is no, not in journalism. I am an actor, but I started my own creative agency. And I'm here to look for talent for my upcoming fall 2025 cohort of interns. And so this is definitely a non-traditional way. It's not something that's done, at least not to my knowledge, that other people have done. So it makes you feel like, at least for me, okay, I know God told me to be here. I'm just walking out this vision, but and I'm figuring it out as I go, but I'm trusting God to lead the way. All right. And so then I also shared this other clip from this weekend, from last week. And I want to share this clip with you all before we move on as well. So Soraya said that she saw that clip already. Yes, I'm so glad that you saw it. All right, here's another one. And remember, I'm setting the stage for today's show. So many great things to share. Okay, wait. All right, why are you not picking up what's happening over here? Okay, let's go over. Let's bring it over here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got this. I'm a one-woman show right now. No, not over here. I want you to be over here. Okay, here we go. Come on. Okay. Okay. Cool. Is it going to return? Awesome. All right. Stand by for this next clip. Remember who I said today's show is for. It's all going to make sense. And this was me literally doing the faith walk. Okay. This is literally me out here, just out in these streets, trusting God.
And so one thing that I realized, like my prayer this morning that I just spoke over myself and set the intention, is that I'm always in the right place, right? I'm letting God guide me to where I'm supposed to be, knowing that I know what my intentions are. I know why I'm here. I'm very clear on that. And so I'm just trusting God to put me in the right places and in the right spaces. All right. Because I already know that I am a vibrational match to my good. So now I got to go out there and expect it. Right. Okay. Let's go.
Won't it do it? All right, y'all. So, hold on one second. What happened? How did that get out of there? So I'm just realizing while sharing this. Hold on, where did my screen go? Oh my gosh, you guys, where did my studio go? Okay, there I go. There I is. So I'm realizing this is something I didn't realize before. That morning, the story I'm going to tell you, that morning, I had recorded that video for that post, and I did that prayer, right? And if you guys want to know what the prayer is that I prayed, I could share that with you later. Feel free at the end of the show to let me know if you want it, right? So mind you, that is what happened earlier in the day, okay? And so, Soraya, that is another example of how we set intentions. When we say a prayer before our day, that's another powerful way to set the intention for our day. Okay, I hope that's making sense. Aletha, welcome so much. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. We're talking about the power of setting intentions, and we have some really great stories, right? So that was item number 2. Now, let me share with you guys one more thing before we get into the story. All right. And so, do I want to share this right now, or is it time for the story? Or is it time for? Let me just share this with you right now. We're going to go into the story right after this, y'all. I could not wait to share this with y'all. I could not wait to share this with y'all. All right, let me get this queued up. Let me know, are you guys already feeling the inspiration from today's show? Are you already kind of picking up on what Spirit is doing here? Are you already starting to feel inspired, right? 1 second, let's close that out, okay? And let's get this over here. Paste it and get it to open up. Doing that. Okay, 1 second. Oh, I can't wait for my interns to come help me run my show. All right, that's a song. Okay, 1 second. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. Let me go ahead and get this queued up. All right, stand by and we will get to the show. So Soraya says it's most definitely helping her. Very good. Very good. I'm so glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. All right. Here is the next clip for you all. All right, here we go. All right, and here we go.
Okay, you guys. So I figured out where I'm going to go today. It's 11:40, 12 o'clock. We have an amazing luncheon that is hosted by Carnival Cruise. It's called Bylines, Blogs, and Boarding Passes, how Black travel writers are redefining global storytelling. After that, I will figure out when am I going to make it to those student presentations to meet more interns. Interns, talented Black excellence students, I'm looking for you and I'm coming for you because I am here for you. All right, let's go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm like, I gotta calm down so I can tell the story. Every time I think about the story, I just get so excited. So let me tell you all a little story about a sister, a new friend, a new sister friend that I met at NABJ. All right. So I was attending a seminar the day before, and I don't recall what that seminar was about, but I attended it, and that's where I met this person right here, Azania. So I met her the day before at a seminar, and at one of the sessions. And so we met afterwards, talked about, her business. And I thought that it was so interesting because she does work that's similar to what I do, but she's been doing it for so much longer. She's way more established. But we just really connected. And so after the session that we attended together, we said, where are you going to get something to eat? So we went out to the food trucks upstairs and we got some food and we continued to talk. And as we sat down and got to know each other further, I got to know that she was heading on a family trip to Jamaica with her family to see her family there. And also that she was also a writer. She writes poetry. And it was something that she had kind of stopped doing, but she wanted to get back into. So of course I shared with her the book, The Artist Way. I said, if you want to really stir up and reignite your artist and really get in touch with that again, The Artist Way is a wonderful way. I shared with her the 300 Things list. It's so funny because I always feel like people already know about these things, but people don't. Some people have never heard of these things. So I shared with her about the 300 Things list. I told her about the things that we're doing here at 1010. I told her about the Saturday morning tap-in, and we just had a wonderful conversation. After lunch, we went to another session, and then that was the end of the day. And so the next day is when you saw the video where I had set my intention, right? And I'm just out here trusting God, right? Remembering that, okay, God, you brought me here to this convention that is normally for journalists. I'm not a journalist, but you said that this is where you're supposed to be. And I said, okay, God, I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to figure this out. You told me I'm going to come here and find interns and find partnerships and things like that. And so I literally, everything that I did, I'm just like, God, lead me to where I'm supposed to be, because y'all, literally, I'm just like, what am I doing, God? What are we doing? Okay. You brought me here. And so that morning I got up and I had planned to attend some other sessions, but my day just kept, I was upstairs and I started working. And so I was missing some of the sessions I wanted to go to. And I started to feel anxious, right? Like, I'm supposed to be going to all these other sessions that I had planned to do, but I keep getting distracted because I'm working, I'm putting together pitch decks, I'm putting on my makeup, I'm documenting the journey, doing all of these things. And I'm thinking like, ooh, God, am I failing you? Am I failing this plan that you have? I'm missing out on what I know you told me I'm supposed to be doing. But Spirit said, trust me. Set your intention, all right? Remember that you are always in the right place at the right time, that people go out of their way to be good to you, right? Okay, remember that. Remember that you are blessed and highly favored. Remember that. Speak that over yourself. And so that was a part of me calming myself down before I went down to the convention center to resume what God had called me to do. So the only thing that and this was this like the day before? No, this might have been the last day, perhaps. I can't really recall. I don't know. This is probably the day before the last day. And so they had this thing where there were luncheons, where these different luncheons were sponsored. So you go into the session of your interest, and the panel would speak on the topic, and they would provide you with an amazing, wonderful lunch. I'm telling you all, if I highly recommend attending the conference. Even if you are not a journalist, it is a wonderful conference to go and network, especially if you have some type of connection to media. If you are connected to media or journalists, or if you are a storyteller, go to the conference at NABJ next year. It's going to be in Atlanta. So it's going to be a turn up time. So that was my little promo for NABJ 26. So I went to, I knew that in this schedule, I wanted to go to the thing about traveling, right? Because one of the things that I want to expand into is to do more traveling and lifestyle content, right? I can take that off. I wanted to do more traveling and lifestyle content. So I said, I'm going to go to the luncheon that's sponsored by Carnival Cruise. Okay. So, because I want to do more traveling, documenting that, I'm going to be sharing it as part of my content creation journey. So that is what I was planning on doing. And so I happened to see Azania in passing as I was preparing to go to the luncheon. I said, where are you headed? And she says, I'm going to go to the luncheon sponsored by Carnival about traveling and Black journalists. I said, yeah, me too. I'll see you there. Right? So cut to, let me know. Hold on. Are y'all still following the story? Are y'all keeping up with this story? Sierra says, that gave me chills. Yes. If that gave you chills, just keep watching, keep listening. So let me know if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Are you guys following the story? Meg Mouse, are you guys following the story? Let me know. So all of the sessions for the luncheon are up on a particular floor, and okay, Ashley is like, yes, keep it going. Okay, so picture this, right? So on this one floor of the convention center are different rooms where different luncheons are happening, right? And so there is a program of the different luncheons. And so I go into the room where I believe the luncheon for travel is happening. Okay, you guys, let me tell you. Okay, hold on one second. Where is it? On Saturday. Let me get to the luncheons, right? So I go to the room where I think the training is happening, where the session is happening. Where is it? Okay, it was actually on, this is Friday. This is on Friday. Let me get to the luncheons. Okay. All right. And so I go into this room, right? And it is a room full of tables and food, and you're able to break bread with people and meet people. And you've got the panelists up there. And this session is packed. So I got there early, right? And I got me a nice seat. It ended up being so packed that there was standing room only. So the people that were standing, they did not get a chance to sit at the tables to partake in the lunch, but they still were able to hear what the panelists had to say. So I'm sitting at the table, and then I look up, and then Azania walks in, right? I'm like, hey, Azania. So she comes over and she sits at the table because there was a spot for her, right? We had no idea that we would see each other at that time. We knew we were going, but we didn't know that we would be at the same table, okay? Are you guys following me? I hope you're following this story, okay? Because you cannot make this up, right? I need you all to know that this is how it happens. So we're sitting there, and I'm talking to the other people at the table. I met another wonderful woman that I need to reach out to that needs my services. And then Azania walks in, right? And we both are ready to to listen to, what is the name of it? It was called, where's it called? Where is it? Where? I had the name. I want you guys to hear the names of these sessions so that you can understand what it was, where we thought we were. Hold on, where is it? Bear with me. Okay, so we thought we were at, am I giving it away? I don't want to give it away. So here we are at bylines, blogs, and boarding passes, right? So we're sitting down, and then the panel begins to speak, okay? And the panel they're talking about CBS, right? All of the progress and all of the achievements of CBS and their commitment to Black excellence in journalists um, throughout the years, right? About their achievements in journalism, right? And we're listening, and I'm getting a lot of gems, but I'm thinking like, when they gonna talk about this travel stuff so I can hear, some tips about travel, right? So, okay, right? So I'm just like, this is interesting. And it didn't occur to me until I looked down at my phone and Azania had sent me a text message. And she says, "We are in the wrong session." We were in the wrong session. We were actually in, this is where we were. We were in a fireside chat with trailblazing journalists of CBS News and stations, right? That's where we were, right? And so it was a session about the importance of mentorship, the importance of breaking barriers, and how to achieve longevity in the business of journalism, right? And so you had these really respected journalists. You had Jerrica Duncan, Patricia Harvey Lombard, Audrina Sinclair, Bill Whitaker, Maurice Du Bois, right? We had all of these amazing journalists up on the panel. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm still getting something. I even told her, I said, well, guess what? In the text I sent her, I said, well, I guess this is where God wanted me to be. So I'm just going to stay here, because I was definitely getting some really inspiring notes and things like that. Okay. So wait, Ashley Nicole is leaning in, right? And so she says, well, I'm going to go in her text. I'm going to go and head over to the other one. Cause she was like, I'm going to go to the bylines. Right. So I said, well, in my text, if there is a seat, right? Because mind you, this room is packed, right? And I'm like, I don't want to go to a room and I ain't got no seat. I'm just going to sit here. I said, if there is a seat, let me know and I'm going to come join you. If there's a seat and it's at a seat at a table with you. Okay. So she gets up, she leaves, and I get the message. Yes, there is a seat at a table. And actually, they just finished doing the introductions. So I said, okay, I'm about to go to the correct session. All right. And what I loved about being able to get up and go to the other session was we had already had our salad, but we had not had our warm lunch. And so when I got up, that gave someone else the opportunity to at least come sit down and to be there when it was time for the warm lunch to be served. So somebody who got there late and couldn't get a seat, guess what? Because I got up, because I was in the wrong place, they now had a place to sit down and to enjoy the luncheon. Okay. I didn't even think about that before I told this story. All right. Are you guys tracking all of this so far? Okay. But wait, there's more. So, all right. So I get over there to, now we're in the right place for bylines, blogs, and boarding passes. We're about to get all these gems dropped on us, and we're at this table, and here it is, another lunch. So the salad is there, and they are now circulating the warm lunch. At the place of every chair is a raffle ticket, okay? And the raffle ticket is to win a 7-day cruise for Carnival, all right? It's to win a 7-day cruise for Carnival, and on Carnival. And so I'm looking like, well, did we miss the raffle? Did we miss the opportunity to put our raffle ticket in, right? I'm just thinking that. So I'm like, you know what? Ain't nobody else at this table filling out this raffle ticket, but I'm going to fill mine out, right? And then I look up, and then there's a lady walking around with a box. And I'm like, Azania, girl, fill out your raffle ticket, because it's, we can put our raffles in the box, right? We're on time for that. So she's like, oh, okay, fine. She wasn't going to do it, y'all. She wasn't going to do it, because in her mind, she never wins raffles, right? So, and I'm probably spoiling the story, but anyway, stay with it. So we put our ticket in the raffle box, and then we go on to listen to all of these gems about traveling, about content creation, and all these wonderful things, right? And so now it is time. Now it is time for the raffle. Okay. It's time for the raffle. And I guess, I think you already know what happened, right? I think you guys already know. All right. This is what happened. Do you all see my screen? Azania won the 7-day cruise on Carnival. I'm going to wait for somebody to put some comments like, wow, in the chat. I'm going to wait. Ashley, Nicole, is this for you? Are you getting this? Okay, we got the applause happening. Yes. She won. I got chills again thinking about this story. Sierra, are you here? You getting chills from this too? She won, right? And I got a chance to witness it. Not only did I get a chance to witness it, I got a chance to be a part of that journey, okay? Let's not miss that this was a whole journey, right? Journey, Carnival Cruise Line, journey, right? Getting a chance to witness this. Positive Images 360. Hey, Marlon, welcome to your Saturday morning tap in, right? So here we are thinking, here we are. We started out, okay, y'all? We started out in the wrong session. But God, okay? We started out in the wrong session, but somehow, we got into the right room, okay? The right session at the right place in the right time for our good. Did I not say I'm a vibrational match for my good? I don't know where I'm going, but I'm trusting God, right? Okay. So I just absolutely had to share that story with you all today. And so let me just share just a few key takeaways, right? So what does this story teach us, right? What does all of this teach us? And like somebody might say, well, Shamika, but you didn't win. Let me tell you, you couldn't tell me that I didn't win because I won. I won through Azania. I am a storyteller. God gave me first front row seat in the mix, story to tell, right? And I also benefited from it, right? Okay. So here are some key takeaways before we get to our journaling, right? The first, right, is the power of divine timing and being open to redirection. Sometimes we find ourselves in what looks like the wrong room. How many of you all have ever felt like, I'm in the wrong room, I ain't supposed to be here, I done messed up, but there's still something there for us, right? That is the beauty of divine timing. You may not have planned it, but it was part of the plan for you. Okay. So we set an intention, right? Divine timing. I'm setting that as an intention. I don't know about you, right? The second takeaway is the role of community and helping each other find blessings. If I hadn't crossed paths with Azania, she might not have ended up in the right place, right? Or she might have said, oh, I'm going here, right? She would have went to the session and maybe she would not have filled out that raffle. But God says, Shamika, go with her. Because I'm going to need you to tell her to fill out that raffle so she can get the good that I have for her. And by simply encouraging her, she walked right into a blessing that she didn't even expect. And she would tell you, and she told me, I never win raffles, is what she said. How many of you out there feel like you never win, right? You always see everybody else getting their good and you feel like you never win. But I'm here to tell you that God will put people in community with you to help you get your blessing. Sometimes either people are positioned for you or you are positioned so that we can help each other discover what is meant for us. And the third thing is to trust your path, even when it looks like it's a detour. What feels like a sidestep or a mistake can actually be the exact route you need to take. Now, let me tell you something. What if we got to that room early and we were sitting at a different table? We would have been in a different position and our raffle ticket would have been in that box. And it might not have gotten picked because we were sitting in a different place and we might have put it in at a different time. I'm just saying. It was the exact route that we needed to take in order for her to get that cruise and in order for me to witness this story to tell to you. So by trusting the moment, right? And it wasn't like it wasn't like, it was like, Shamika, you must take this step. You have to do it. Go now. It was just like, oh, okay, let me just go, you know? So by trusting the moment, I was able to hold space for someone else's breakthrough. And that is a very powerful lesson, right? So, as we go forward today, as we go forward into this upcoming week, remember, Shamika, remember, Ashley Nicole, remember, some more 2K3, remember, Brees, remember. Who else needs to be reminded? Let me know who else. Positive 360, remember. Okay, who else needs to be reminded? Who else needs to be reminded? I want you to remember to trust those nudges. Okay? Stay open to the unexpected. And know that sometimes a wrong room is just the doorway to an even greater blessing. What? You got, y'all, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. This is my life as a storyteller, as a divine storyteller. This is my life. So thank you all so much for allowing me to tell you all that story. It really blessed me. It's going to continue to bless me every time I think about it and reminded that I can just trust the process. There's no need to be worried that you're in the wrong place. Just affirm over your life, I am always in the right place at the right time. Right? People go out of their way to be good to me. God's blessings chase me down and overtake me because, and you can fill in the blank, I am blessed and highly favored because I am powerfully and wonderfully made and marvelous are my works because, fill in the blank. Know why this is who you are, why you are an attractor to your good. Because I am good through and through. And I expect the good. Because, what's your because? What do you know to be true about yourself? The good about yourself. You got to speak it over yourself. And that's exactly what I did. And this story is definitely one for the books. All right. So let's go ahead and keep today moving along. Bree said, I needed to hear this. Ashley Nicole says, that is amazing. Positive Images 360 says, the universe always works in my favor. Exactly. Because the universe always works in my favor. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over your visions, over your dreams, over your desires, over your day. Set the intention, Soraya Jane, baby girl. Okay. Very good. Very good. So let us go forward. We're going to set our intentions and then we are going to do our journaling. So let me look at what our journal prompt is today. All right. It's number 28. I'm going to pick that up after we do our intention setting. So we just received an amazing story, right? I received it in a new way just now myself. I learned new things about the story that I didn't think about before, right? Things that I didn't think about before. And I thought about them and saw them new today. Celester. Okay, wait, Celeste's here. See, I got to get this set up for Facebook. Vision realized, sent you about 30 seconds of Black Boy Joy in the DMs. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Celester. Okay, I got to get that together, right? So we just received an amazing story, inspiration. I don't know what it turned on in you, but I know it turned on something, whether it was encouraging you to keep going, to believe, right? So let's set the intention today. Let me get these intentions up on the screen so that we can set them. It is not too late to add an intention to the chat. So we have Awesome Day by Soraya. Focus. We have Joy. Love my family. We have Keep Positive. We have Divine Timing. I'm going to put Trust the Journey. Okay, Carnival Cruise, trust the journey. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to partner with that, I would love to go on a carnival journey so that folks can know, guess what? she actually did win. And here's her cruise. So she can continue to show that Carnival Cruise wants you to also trust the journey and enjoy life. I'm just saying. Hmm. Come along. All right, y'all. Y'all know I am hilarious. But you never know. Huh? Miss Britton Allen. Brit! Hi! Welcome. We just had an amazing story. But yes, right. You never know. Y'all, I will keep you posted. Y'all, I am a powerful manifester. And I would not be surprised if somehow I get a Carnival cruise. And I have never been on a cruise before. I was supposed to go on a cruise, but I ended up booking a show. I booked the show Bullet for Adolf with Woody Allen, with Woody Harrelson, with Woody Harrelson and Frankie Hyman. It was my first time doing an off-Broadway show. And as it would have it, as soon as you book a cruise, you book a show. As soon as you book a trip, you book a show. And so I wasn't able to go. But maybe now is my time, Carnival. Shall we? All right. Anyway, so let's get ourselves ready to set these intentions and journal and then get about the good of our day that we are preparing for it. So let's just take a moment to center ourselves. Let's just take some nice cleansing inhales as we prepare ourselves to just tap in and receive. I'm just going to set a timer because y'all can go on and on with these intentions, but I want to set a timer because we got other things to do today. And as we just open our hearts and our minds, we set the intention to be open and receptive to this moment. These intentions are not up on the screen, and now they are up on the screen. And so let's take a nice collective inhale. We inhale. And we exhale. We just heard some amazing stories, some awesome stories. And it is in that place of consciousness and it's in that high vibration that we set our intention to have an awesome and an amazing day. May we be a vibrational match to an awesome day, a vibrational match to our good. We set the intention right now that anything that would get in the way of us experiencing that obstacle, anything that would get in the way of us experiencing that awesome day, let those obstacles dissolve right now. We are open and receptive and excitedly expecting a day full of focus, where we focus on our good, where if we have the idea of something that's disappointing or doubt, we are determined right now, setting the intention to focus on joy. We set our intention to focus on love. We set our intention to focus on loving our family and loving our friends, on loving each person that we come in contact with today. We set our focus on keeping positive, keeping our minds uplifted. We set our intention to trust that divine timing and divine order is at work in our lives, and we are open to it and we are trusting the process. So we are surrendering to that knowing right now. We are trusting the journey, knowing that the universe conspires on our behalf for our good. That this Saturday morning tap in is changing the trajectory of our day, leading us to the good that is everywhere evenly present, that is right here for each and every one of us. So we send this intention forward, knowing that our words, our intentions are powerful, and they go forward to accomplish that which we have spoken and even greater. And so we release it and surrender with excited expectancy. And so it is. All right. All right. So let's see what our journal prompt is for today. 28. Number 28 is interesting. It is, what's your favorite thing or room about your home? That is the journal prompt for today. No. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, wait, journal prompt. What's your favorite thing or room, okay, about your home? Let me get a little question mark there. Copy that. All right. The journal prompt is on the screen. The timer has begun. We are journaling for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Right? Now remember, the journal prompt simply gets you down on the page. You can write about anything you want to write in your journal, right? But that is the journal prompt that we are starting with. Feel free to write to that journal prompt. Or maybe you got something that was stirred up in you because of the story that was shared today. Write that down in your journal, right? Your journal is your business, okay? You can write whatever you want. 9 minutes, 39 seconds to go. All we require is that you keep writing until the timer goes off. And we are journaling. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, Raya, we got you. She said, awesome day was my idea. That's right. That's your intention. We held that with you today. And I know you're going to let me know, Auntie, I had an awesome day today. And I'm like, I know. I know, girl. Awesome. Okay, let's see what's happening. Okay, very good. Let me get to my journaling because I love journaling. You never know what's going to come up when you journal. All right. Journal prompts for me and my journal. What's your favorite thing or room about your home? I know what I'm going to say. I'm going to write it right now. 8 minutes, 3 seconds to go. We're journaling. Let's go. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Hello, it's Shy. Welcome. I got your email. I just haven't gotten back to everybody yet, but I will get back to you. Right now, we're journaling. How you doing? Make sure you watch the replay because I know I said something that you're gonna want to hear. But we're journaling. Okay, great. 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. We're journaling. Miles, how are you, my love? 4 minutes, 6 seconds to go. We are journaling. 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go. We're journaling. 1 minute, 36 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. And that is it. We have journaled for the day. What an amazing, if I say so myself, Saturday morning tap in. Has today's Saturday morning tap in been good to you? Let me know if you really enjoyed today's Saturday morning tap in, whether you're tapping in with us live right now or whether you're watching the recording. Let me know. I want to hear from you. Did this story inspire you? Did you get new ideas of what's possible? Are you encouraged to keep going? I want to know. Put it in the chat. Feel free to let us know. And so Before we go, I'm going to share what I journaled, because that's my commitment to you all every weekend, is to share what I write in my journal. But you remember, your journal is your business. You don't have to share. But if you want to share an aha moment, feel free. This is a safe space where we come together and encourage each other. All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'll be looking out in the chat to see if anyone wants to share something. Oh, wait, we have something. Soraya says, my favorite thing in the room is my is my favorite auntie and my favorite cousin C in my favorite video. So what Soraya is talking about is, she first of all, she's in her room watching this right now, more than likely, and she also tunes in to my TikTok lives. And so we're in the room with her. That's what I love about Saturday Morning Tap In. We're able to connect and be in the room together. And then also, her favorite video is a video where I'm reading a book. I do book readings and record them. And so she's been listening to it to help ease any anxiety and also to help her go to sleep at night. So, Soraya, I am so glad to be in the room with you, and so glad to have you in the room that is Saturday Morning Tap In. All right, let's see what's happening. Ashley Nicole says, love this story. Thank you for sharing with us. I'm so glad that you all tuned in and allowed me to share that with you. All right, here we go. This is what I wrote. Okay, here we go. What's your favorite thing or room about your home? My favorite thing about my home is the special places I have carved out as my prayer and inspiration space. One of those spaces is just a few steps away from my bed. And there I have an altar with a candle, of course, prayer cards, a birthday card that I received from my father that reminds me of how much he loves me and what makes me special. It makes me feel so seen. I also have a Christmas card from my manager that stirs up feelings of gratitude. Some days I go to that space to sit and pray or journal, or I almost forgot, look in the mirror and speak life to myself. Mirror work is powerful. So there's a mirror over there too. And then I have another place that uplifts me. It's on top of my bookcase. It has a memory book that was gifted to me by my line sister, Toyette. It was created to help me stay uplifted. Also on the bookcase is a picture of my family and flowers that my auntie gave me, as well as a few cards and tchotchkes that raise my vibration and make me feel good. I created sacred spaces in my home to make sure I am surrounded by positive energy. And that's what I wrote in my journal, y'all. Thank you all so much for allowing me to share that. Let me just double check and make sure I'm not missing anyone's comments. All right, okay, you all. So thank you for tuning in today. We did go a little bit over. Oh my gosh, we went over today, but guess what? It was good. It was an overflow of good. And may the good of this day and every day going forward continue to overflow in your life. All right. So go out there today. Remember, we set some powerful intentions. We had some uplifting stories. So go out there and expect your good, because you deserve it. All right, you all. That's it for this week's Saturday Morning Tap In. I will see you all next Saturday on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.com/Shamika Chronicles at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. But I'll see you all back here. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a powerful and intentional week. Bye for now.